too big for you, little man. Stop it. Too big. That's for the snapper. Oh, you got your jaw locked on that.
Give up this gummy bear.
Give it. Come on, dude. Here, you can have the piece. There we go. There we go.
Look how pretty this albino western hognose is. It's called a hognose because look at that upturned nose. They're actually rear fang venomous, but their bite only hurts as bad as about a bee sting, so it's not that bad.
This is one of the prettiest reticulated pythons in the world as far as I'm concerned. Her name is My Love. We hatched her about 9 years ago. She's absolutely beautiful. Can you see the rainbow or is it just me? She's beautiful. Check out this Mexican beetle lizard. Is he cool or what? His skin is literally like totally protective. The crazy part is he's actually venomous and there's no anti-venom at all for these guys. Is he cool or what? Emperor scorpion, look at all the babies on their back. You look really close, you can actually see they got little eyeballs and everything. They're just little miniatures. But when they get older, they'll shed and they'll turn black like her. And until then, don't mess with mama.
Guys, literally doing tricks for me now. So you get some scratches. Low belly scratches, medium belly scratches, high scratches. Oh, look at him. What do you think you are? A basket? What the? Who are you?
I see these. These are infertile eggs. She's got one too. The question is, what you like? Oh! She lost. Anyway, living the dream, guys. We're gonna measure them. You guys guess how big this monster is. Now, I could do this by myself, but we're gonna take a photo. And this is like top secret here. You guys gotta make the guess here. Okay, there's the measurement. We got the measurement.
What's up, everybody? Check out this cool lizard. It's a crested gecko. They're found in New Caledonia, and they've got the prehensile tail. If they lose it, though, they don't grow back. They love eating insects and fruits, and they get their name because of these beautiful scales. They can also be called the eyelash gecko. Look at those pretty eyes.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Hey everyone, is this not the prettiest little iguana you've ever seen? It's a blue iguana. They're actually just like the green iguanas and the red iguanas. They just come in a different color. They've still got the really, really long tail. They are able to autotomize or break off their tail if they need to in an emergency, but they can also use this as a whip. They're amazingly good climbers with their claws and toes, and they get big, real big. Males get about 6 to 7 feet long, and they'll weigh about 25 to 30 pounds and live over 20 years. Might not be the best pet, but if they're socialized, they can be really sweet as well as colorful. what is this thing here in front of me? This is a Chilean rose hare. They may not be very big, well, for a tarantula, but they can still get almost as big as your hand. They're named rose hares for their beautiful colors, and they may have fangs, but the part you really want to watch out for are the itchy hairs they can kick off of their backs. But thankfully, they're super nice tarantulas, and you can find them here at the Reptile Zoo. Ooh.
All right, this guy's a little Gila monster. He's really sweet. He comes from Arizona. He is one of 2 different types of lizards that have venom. So they actually have a developed venom gland. That's what makes it a little bit different between all the other monitors. These guys, another crazy thing is that when they have eggs, which they only have like 6 or so, it takes about 10 months to hatch, which is wild. That's more than a kid.
That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog. He
Guys in now, we're gonna take
I'm a
her
savage.
off.
Classy,
Whoa!
bougie,
That's as close I've ever been to get
sassy,
bit in a long time in the face.
acting
She is
stupid.
really a handful. It's an incredible animal or what? And I just don't understand why people think that something that can happen, that does happen naturally, it's not happen naturally, people freak out about. But I don't know, maybe they just freak out because it's such an amazing animal. Been hearing about Florida and how they're taking over Florida. Well, there's been a myth made that all those snakes were people letting snakes go and they ended up breeding and making new snakes. But the truth is, did you know there was actually a hurricane and it let over 900 Burmese pythons go from just one facility? They get big, but you notice something about this one? It's albino. And if the ones that out in the wild were albino, it'd probably be somebody's pet. But in most cases, and almost every... Check out this crazy dude. He's a moon crab. Man, this guy right here does some crazy stuff. You know, he's actually lives on land his whole life, except when he gets lonely. And then they run down the ocean, meet their girlfriend, have babies, and the babies stay in the water. When they get old enough, they come up to land and go live the same cycle all over again. They come from Mexico and down below there, south. They're really cool, except, man, I'll tell you, they hurt when they grab you. I got lucky this time and I'm not gonna get bitten. So, also called a Halloween crab. Look at the crazy colors. Cool or what? Check out this frill dragon. Is that crazy or what? Look at that. Did you see that thing in Jurassic Park that looked like this? I don't know if those exist, but I guarantee you this guy does. Comes from Australia and New Guinea, and man, they can run on their hind legs and keep that up and scare almost anything off.
This is a desert king snake. So these guys, what makes them really cool is they can eat Mojave greens, which is one of the venomous types of snakes. There's actually 2 types of venom. So this guy is the king of all because he can take it all down.
Come on. I just pulled a bunch of eggs. These are the eggs. And we got somebody that's going to benefit from having some internal... Oh! Ooh, he thinks he's in the wild. Here you go. You can tell how much that upset him. He's like, woo! He thinks he's jungle hunting. So he knows that in the wild, he has to go grab his food quick. Whoa! Hey, you're getting greedy. Hey. Here. Jeez. Man.
I'm sitting behind here and I'm probably as long as just his tail. This guy is quite a beast. Big, beautiful beautiful skin that can protect him from a fight. We just watched another male over here consider giving Hercules a red face money, but he said no way. Hercules just had to look at him. So cute.
Look at this crazy thing. His tongue's going in one ear and out the other.
You tickle!
Hey, maybe you got bugs in there.
You buddy. A lot of earwax. Yeah.
Oh my God. That would freak me out. Would it freak you out, guys?
Guys, guess what we got? We got a couple of beautiful Caledonian geckos. We have a cresty and a mossy gecko. These guys are both from New Caledonia. They're both considered vulnerable species. They're both omnivores, meaning they eat fruits as well as insects, primarily insects. And there is one difference though. This guy is able to regrow its tail where the cresty cannot. Thankfully, she still has hers. But they're both pretty incredible lizards that you can find here at the Reptile Zoo.
Check out this Cayman lizard. He looks like a crocodile and alligator all in one, but he kind of looks like a tegu too. Comes from South America, from the, look at this, from the Amazon, and he's right in the middle of shedding. These things insane or what? They're rhino items. They're brand new to our zoo. We put them away. We just need them over there so that hopefully they'll sit down there. They eat it. Is that Eastern? Is that beautiful or what? Anyway, guys, thought I'd give you something cool.
Back inside. Get inside. Ooh. Look at that. That is wild. Oh, he just went all the way through my tongue. Oh my god. Nope, don't do it. Don't even.
So this is a python egg. It's a reticulated python egg. It's starting to hatch. The rest of them are already out of the egg. So we're gonna check it out. You guys ready to see what is in it? We know it's a reticulated python, but we're working with all kinds of different genes. Let's see here. So I'm gonna cut it open and check it out. Oh my gosh! It's an orange ghost stripe. Absolutely beautiful. And guess what? It's ready to come out. Oh man, is this awesome or what?
What's up, everybody? We've got a blue tongue skin. That beautiful tongue is great for warding off predators, making things toxic, and they're almost built like a snake to help them get in tight spaces. But the most amazing thing about these guys, they don't lay eggs. They're alive. They're lizards. How's that for blowing your mind?
Check it out. This is a beautiful Burmese python, but it's not like every Burmese python. It's not like the ones in the wild. This is actually what you call a granite Burmese. And one was found in the wild with this amazing pattern. And then after bringing them into captivity, we bred them, and eventually we were able to reproduce that really rare snake. And now they're not so rare anymore. Beautiful captive born Burmese python.
Alright, these guys are Amazon milk frogs, and believe it or not, their whole camouflage disguise is perfect so that animals and predators wouldn't eat them at all. Dragon. This is a normal bearded dragon, and this is a morph. It's called a silky bearded dragon. You can't feel it, obviously, but it feels like human skin. So they are just scaleless, which is really crazy and fun, but at the same time, it's a lot of maintenance. So you want to make sure that if you upgrade from a regular bearded dragon to a silky, that you know what you're doing. Look at this little crocodile skink. First of all, look at him straight in the eyes. How cute is he? But he's called a crocodile skink because his little osteoderm is over here. But he is such a fun little super zoo. These are our little rhino iguanas. These are our rhino iguanas. His name is Freddy. This guy is basically even as a baby. Look how cool his stripes are. But as they get older, you can see that it totally changes. He's still got some stripes going on, but it's totally look at all the colors. Look at all the. Oh, you come over here. Hi. So what's cool is these guys in the wild, they come from the region, and they hi. There's only about 10,000 in the wild, but there's so many more in captivity, and it's really awesome that we get to preserve these guys. Guys, a little red-eared spiders. They're invasive species here to Southern California. You can also get these little guys, but it's actually a federal law. You can't have them or purchase them under 40. It's pretty crazy. But the reason why is because little babies can put them right into their mouth, so they're hoping that there's a teacher or a supervisor that is able to be with them and all this. This guy's a little cranky though, but
Oh, this is a lace monitor. It's really cool, but look at this is cool. Even cooler. Look how he's busting out of his skin. So reptiles shed constantly, and according to how much they're eating or the lack of food actually, because if they, in a length of time, if they don't get food and they shrink a little bit, they also still shed. They go through their shedding process. But look how beautiful this is. So they're getting a brand new life all the time. So look at that. Look at the color. I mean, what a beautiful animal. So this is called a Bell's phase. The Bell's phase is basically banded, and this is a beautiful banded one. And if you only could imagine what that would look like after he just comes out of his brand new skin and all his claws are sharp. Because man, monitors have sharp claws for climbing trees. They'll run up and down a tree like it's flatland, and they're absolutely beautiful. These come from Australia, and when we were in Australia, we got to see some really big, beautiful ones, and this is a small, beautiful one. And look at that.
this is a Mexican red knee, as you can see. He's got little red knees. They come from Mexico. Whenever they get scared or intimidated, they'll rub their back legs up against their abdomen and shoot little hairs at you, and they'll freak out.
Oh my, this is what I live for. This is called living the dream. I can't believe how quick I just broke that thing down. Look how big he is. He's absolutely gigantic. Look, man, I hope this I can find better on the beach.
Oh my god, look how giant that turtle is right there, dude. That is a huge turtle. Oh my god. Oh, oh, oh,
This guy is called American bullfrog. He is one of the largest frogs in North America. He's pretty shepherd. So these guys, here's our puppy. He likes to eat grass. He's all about it. He also can jump up to 6 feet. Let's look at jump. Let's see. Come on down. Go. Go.
Check it out. Western Diamondback albino. Look at that tail. You can hear that? That's a sound that you want to pay attention to. If you're out in the wilderness, anywhere in North America, mostly from the east central state like Texas, all the way down the west coast like California where we're at, the reptile group, you want to be a little bit careful because these guys here are dangerous. It's unlikely you're going to see an albino, but you're definitely going to see a Western Diamondback. They're very common and very dangerous. Walk away.
Savannah Monitor. She is full grown. She's one of our party animals, so she goes out and hangs out with all the kiddos. But she is from Africa, and she, in the wild, they would actually go and scavenge for eggs. Different types of eggs, would be bird eggs, snake eggs, or anything like that. But it's called a Cuban Nightingale. They come from Cuba. They have the ability to be able to change colors, so the camouflage. So if they're over on a dark area, or if they're scared or intimidated, they'll get super dark. When they're really happy, they'll get super bright and green. These guys are able to regenerate their tail. As you can see, that there is a color difference in here. This one was broken off, and then he decided to regrow it.
These are all reticulated pythons. They're the longest snake in the world. They can get over 25 feet long. And this is what their head looks like. Look at those backwards facing teeth. That's how they hold on to the prey and grip it. And it actually is not connected in the middle, so that they can detach it and swallow things as big as rabbits, goats, and pigs.
This guy, his name is Snaggletooth. He's our dwarf caiman here at the Reptile Zoo. They are the smallest species of crocodile, and he's just about full grown. He'll get like a hair bigger, but not too much. These guys are either absolute sweethearts or absolute devils. And luckily, we got a little sweetheart. He's the cutest thing ever. This guy is a radiated tortoise. They come from Madagascar. As you can see, he's got beautiful markings. These guys, the oldest one record is 188 years, which is pretty crazy. They're also on the critically endangered species, so we're super lucky to have them here at the Reptile Zoo.
This is fun. This would apparently be the one that I thought it was. Whoa! Good mom! Basically very aggressive.
This is what you get when you raise goats in the house with a dog. Have you had enough, buddy? They sure haven't.